So I want to talk about red light therapy because it's a major trend right now. I'm always trying to look for less invasive treatments.
So the first thing that I would recommend, and it's very interesting because this is a favorite of holistic health practitioners and plastic surgeons and dermatologists don't talk about it at all, is red light therapy. Essentially, the energy from that light is transferred to the mitochondria of your cells, and it helps to increase ATP production, which essentially is energy. But when you actually do look at scientific studies on red light therapy for anti-aging, they are positive. There was one study that looked at 90 days that their subjects used red light therapy for their face, and they found in 90% of them, they appear to have an improvement in the skin tone and 80% in skin hydration. So it does appear to help. There are even split face studies where they literally treat half of the face. There was one study where they treated half the face on patients and found improvement in wrinkles and elasticity on the side of the face that was treated with the red light therapy. So there are multiple studies that do show that red light therapy definitely works for anti-aging of the skin.
And I think that's why red light therapy is kind of making a comeback. This is why people are using red light therapy for things like inflammation, muscle recovery, joint pain, skin rejuvenation, collagen production, wound healing, and even hair growth. It's one of those therapies that aims to support the body's healing. I started using a red light therapy hat in the morning to stimulate hair growth. Can I say definitively that this is what is causing my hair growth? No, but I think in conjunction to everything else I'm doing, it's definitely helping. So I put it on in the morning for 20 minutes, press this little nifty light, throw it on my head. Sometimes if I'm wild, I'll wear this hat in the morning when I drop my kids off at school. They love that. I also use these red light therapy shades under my eyes before bed 2 to 3 times a week for about 10 minutes after I apply my eye cream. These little nifty things. And then there's this red light therapy face mask, which I definitely don't use as often as I should. I do think that these masks vary a lot in quality. This one was actually a random one that I found on Amazon after reading a bunch of reviews. So that doesn't automatically mean that cheaper is worse or more expensive is better, but it does mean that you need to do your own research. Read the reviews and actually figure out what makes sense for you. And if you really want to get wild with it, I also have a handheld red light ball that I use all over my body. People use it for all different kinds of reasons: inflammation, pain, and possibly increasing your hormones. Some doctors even recommend putting it over your taint area for 5 to 10 minutes if you want to increase hormone production. And I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole in this episode about incandescent and halogen lighting, but I will say this: I much prefer that kind of lighting in a home over all this new LED shit. But we can save that discussion for another time. So yes, red light therapy is really trendy right now. But part of the reason that it's all the rage right now is that it speaks to so many people about different healing modalities. And it's more supportive of how your body was designed to function.